If I could choose any magical powers, I'd probably go for teleportation, just to escape awkward group projects or Monday assemblies. But what if you had no power at all? And worse, what if that made you a walking target? Good morning, honorable judges and fellow book lovers. My name is Eaftha Libin, proudly representing SMK Matupang Jaya, school code XEA 5405, and today I'm reviewing Powerless by international best-selling author Lauren Roberts. It's a fantasy romance novel that proves you don't need magic to be powerful. Powerless is the first book in the Powerless trilogy, set in the kingdom of India where people are born without divided by birth. First one is elites, born with powers like mind reading or elemental control, basically magical influencers. On the other hand, ordinaries, born with nothing, not even a spark. They are seen as weak, worthless, and in some cases, better off hidden. The story follows Paddy Gray, an ordinary girl who's pretending to be elite to survive. Yes, she's faking it till she makes it, and honestly, she deserves a smart Oscar. She's smart, resourceful, and completely magicless, but still manages to outwit people who can literally throw fireballs. Then, she makes one big mistake, saving the life of Prince Kai Ezra, who's not only dangerous, but also suspicious. Dark lands her a spot in the Purging Trials, a deadly competition where she must fight elites without any powers. Everyone thinks she's one of them. One wrong move and her secret's out. And she's dead. No pressure, right? Sure, the book has drama, death trials, slow burn enemy to lovers love romance, and betrayal. All the good stuff. But what really sets us apart is its deeper message. Being powerless doesn't mean you're weak. Bravery comes from risking everything when you have nothing left. Paddy isn't a chosen one. She is not the strongest or the most skilled, but she refuses to give in, even when the system is built to crush her. And Kai, he's complicated. He starts off as the cold, mysterious prince, but slowly begins to question everything, including his loyalty, his kingdom, and his feeling for a girl who's supposed to be his enemy. Their relationship is full of tense, sarcasm, and unspoken emotion. It feels intense, layered, and feels like two broken people slowly learning how to trust, not just each other, but themselves again. Powerless may be fantasy, but the themes are real. First one is social inequality. The elites versus ordinary systems feels a lot like the real-world unfair power gaps. Second one is identity and survival. Paddy's fear of being missing out mirrors how many people hide their true self just to stay safe. Last but not least, inner strength. It's about finding powers not in magic, but in your will to fight back, even when no one believes in you. This reminds us that the world may label us less, but we get to decide what we actually want. Lauren Roberts wrote this at just 18 years old, and she did not come to play. Her writing is fast-paced, emotional, and full of witty dialogue that made me laugh and tear up. The world building is rich, but not overwhelming. And the banter between Paddy and Kai? Chef kiss. Some say it's similar to the Red Queen or the Hunger Games, and I see that. But Powerless has its own voice. It feels personal, powerful, and unforgettable. What I loved the most was how this book made me feel. Seen, heard, inspired. It reminded me that sometimes the bravest things you could do is keep going when everyone expects you to give up. And sometimes the most powerless person in the room is actually the most dangerous of all. As a student, this story reminded me that we don't need magic to make a difference. We just need guts, grit, and maybe a good book in our hands. And that is something I think we all need to hear, especially when we are stressed about exams, school projects, or accidentally sending the wrong message in the class group chat. To wrap up, Powerless by Lauren Roberts is a thrilling, emotional, and empowering fantasy about survival, rebellion, and discovering your worth. If you enjoy fierce heroines, forbidden romance, questioning broken system, this book is 100% for you. It left me breathless, motivated, and immediately googling when is the sequel comes out. Thank you. I'm Eaftha Libin from SMK Matupang Jaya, school code XEA by 4 or 5. And we may not have magic powers, but trust me, we've got stories worth telling.